So here's my LED modded keyboard, and I tried to find a new place because the USB port stays on when you put your laptop into sleep. So what I did was I'm feeding power into my USB. So when my laptop is off, only the USB ports have power. As you can see, my Opolar's on. And what I did was I used to have my 5 volt from there and from the USB port, and that one always had power when the USB was from the USB port, like I said. So with a multimeter I found a place, that one to the right is always on like the other ones, but the other one on the other side is only on when the laptop is on. So as you can see, my USB has power but the LEDs are off, but when I turn it on the keyboard goes on too. So now when I put my laptop to sleep, it should also be off. And of course I still have the switch here, which I can use, but that's just for when I wanted to enable and disable it manually. When the laptop goes to sleep, this works now. So that's an update on my lap modded keyboard. Be very careful with this stuff, you don't want to kill anything. I'm also going to put a heatsink on my chipset and going to try to put some copper under this, but that I ordered now and it isn't here yet. I also just installed my RAM bank and it's indeed running at 2133 megahertz, so I'm gonna show that in a second too. But that was my update on my LED modded keyboard. You just need a keyboard that fits inside your laptop with an LED inside, and you can take the keyboard apart, put some foil in it in the color that you want, and solder some wires to it and make a connector so you can plug it on and off when you want to disassemble your laptop. So that's how I do it. I'll leech it off the USB port plus some other 5 volts that I found that goes on and off when you put your laptop on and off. So that's very useful. So look what came into the post finally. Well, actually there's a story behind that. It was already delivered, but it wasn't delivered to me. It was delivered to somebody else, and he had an SSD ordered and he thought that this wasn't there. Turns out he had thrown away the box with this inside. So after calling the shop and stuff and figuring out it was there, I finally collected my RAM bank, and here's my second 2133 megahertz RAM bank. It's also 8 gigs, just like this one. Now I'm gonna put 2 of them in the bottom side, so I have 1 free slot under my keyboard, which I can put anything under in the future that has the same capacity as this. So maybe a 4 gigabytes. I would have 20 or another 8, but for now 16 will do. So I'm gonna build that one in. It's right next to my eGPU adapter and my 2 drives. So yeah, if you're thinking what this is for my external cooling, so that's where that goes. And my cooling mod, of course, which works perfect now. So I'm getting 10 to 15 degrees, sorry. Yeah, so I'm gonna build in the second RAM bank. I already tested the 8 gigs. It runs at 2133 megahertz, so 2.1 gigahertz. So that's gonna be dope. Maybe CMOS is gonna run better. My GPU is out because I'm building a backplate for it. So I'm gonna make a backplate for that because the 970 for some dumb reason does not have a backplate. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna build it in and then show how it looks. I've also repainted my laptop. It's completely new in matte black. It had a couple of scratches, and as you can see, the speakers are also repainted, and those look very good now. They had some scratches here down, so I fixed it up. Now I need to rebuild. This is the RAM bank I keep empty. I could put something else there, but I don't need to at the moment, so I'm gonna reassemble the rest of the laptop and throw it on. As you can see, my 16 gigabyte banks are running at 2100 plus megahertz. And I think this window is limited to 1000, but I think they're running above that. But they're all running at 1K, and it used to be 600, 700, 800, 900, I think, for the other ones. I only need 2 now. These are low voltage, as you can see, so I can take them on to new laptops because the other ones were 1.5. And yeah, they're running at 2.1 gigahertz. So I had done user benchmark before, and my old one had 39% with 12.6 gigs in read and blah. The latency hasn't changed much. It improved a little, but 17 and 25 and 70%. So yeah, that's good. And my laptop is a gaming destroyer, gunboat, and speedboat. And I'm not sure what workstation is so low, but I will look that up and try to get that up. So yeah, everything is green. So to get back on the topic of the lap mounted keyboard, if I put my laptop to sleep, the keyboard indeed goes off. And that's another laptop, that's not what my laptop is doing, but the keyboard is off. And if I turn it on, it goes on again. It never used to do that, it used to stay on, and that's why I put my laptop to hibernation every time, because in hibernation it will go off. But now it goes off in sleep too. I'm still not gonna use sleep probably, but oh well, it works now. The RAM banks work, I got my HyperX sticker there, so yeah, that's the finishing of the laptop upgrades, I would say, because this is one of the last parts I could actually do, and this is gonna last me quite a while. And yeah, maybe I'm planning to maybe in like 2 or 3 years get a bricks computer, like a gigabyte bricks, because I can hook my external graphics card to it, and that has 2 slots that you can use, so you get actually no performance loss on the eGPU. Plus it also will have a desktop CPU, so that's great. I can overclock that, run it at like 4 gigahertz. And that one uses so-dimm, and I have 16 gigs of 2100 megahertz so-dimm, which I think actually is capable of running at 2600, but that doesn't even matter. 21 is fine, it's plenty, but yeah, so that's my upgrade on this laptop. Thanks for watching. Bye.